Right, because with the women are the prize. Y'all got to understand that we are the prize.
Oh, well, see, here we go. Here
So are
we
y'all ready? Look.
already. She's like, we are the prize. I don't know.
Houston, we have a problem.
Hey, yo.
Right off the rip. Huh? Didn't you see my short? It takes two. You're not the prize until you come together. It's like that movie stuff, right? All those Indiana Jones type movies, those treasure movies. You got to go find a MacGuffin and go to the next MacGuffin or whatever.
Yep.
Women and men are MacGuffins. You got to find the two to come together and they click together, and then all the magic happens, and boom, there's the trophy, there's the prize. You're not the prize until you link up with the right MacGuffin. That's what I'm starting to tell people, and I truly believe that. Because I'm hearing that in the streets for real. People, we're having conversations like, no, women are the prize. Dudes like, man, men are the prize. Like, y'all both single.
Okay. And the rent still too damn high. Okay.
Boy, getting back to the realness.
You know what I mean?
Getting back to the realness, yeah.
It's a little easy to pay when you got, somebody else help put down on something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was talking to an older woman. She was a little younger than me. She was in her 50s though, but she was a little younger than me. Mm-hmm. And we were talking, and that's one of the things that she brought up. It's like it's so hard. She's having such a hard time, and she was talking about how these younger women are just so loose with it. You know what I mean? She's like, I ain't got time for one night stands. And I was like, anymore? And she just started smiling.
Okay. She just passed that phase of her life. Honey, don't let it fool you.
Don't let it fool you.
She's so over that at this point,
Yeah. And then I said, well, I'm like, well, I think when this recession hits and things get really tough for everyone across the board, I think people will start coming together out of necessity. It's like you said, it's just too hard and it's easier. Now you don't have to pay for two homes. You can pay for one. You know what I mean? One electric bill, one of this, one of that. And she was like, I'd rather be homeless than be with somebody under that condition. And I was like, woo, word? Like, yeah, beggars can't be choosers now, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like she was Selma Hayek 50. She wasn't Halle Berry 50. You know what I'm saying? She averaged plain Jane 50. Like, I was like, okay.
You know what? I mentioned that last night on the stream I did with my brother. And matter of fact, for those of you who don't know, me and my brother, we back streaming again. We took a break for a second. And because we were talking about Ebony K. Williams and the whole, when she was talking about, women lose value as we age and stuff like that. And I was like, we gotta, first of all, let me say something about that. Like that's not true. It's not true.
It is. Everyone loses value.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not true, DL. I'm a woman in my 30s. Well in my 30s, not in my early 30s, on the later end of my 30s. And since I've been in my 30s, I have never had a man who was pursuing me, whether it be for a relationship or for fun, to be turned off or to stop pursuing me, all because he found out I wasn't in my 20s. Hadn't had one to do it. And a lot of that is because, number one, I mean, I think a lot of that notion comes from the fact that a lot of women just let themselves go as we age.
I was just about to say that.
You know what I mean? You can't do that. And, because you have to remain attractive. And then number two, like, when you start talking about you're not as valuable or you're not, I guess you want to say the pick of the litter as you get older, you're talking about a man of a certain income bracket. Because now that he is at that income bracket, he is more attractive to a larger span of women. So therefore, he has his pick of the litter. And when you talk about, attractiveness, because let's just be real, we all want somebody who is attractive. If I have this woman, yes, she's attractive. Yes, she has, degrees and all these accolades and stuff like that. But here it is, I have this other woman who is more attractive. I'm going to go for the woman who is more attractive. I don't care about your accolades. I don't care about your degrees. I don't care about how much money you make. This woman over here is much more attractive than you. She looks a lot better on my arm than you. So what? She works at Denny's. She works at McDonald's. So I make my own money. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be funding the relationship anyway. I don't care. So, like, yeah. And when you talk about in regards to a man in a certain income bracket, that's the way it seems. But to the average everyday man, you will always be attractive as long as you keep yourself up. I don't care what age you are. It's women in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, is hell 70s, still getting married. So it's and I would even so what you say, most men are invisible. And for women who are looking for a man, who are only looking for men in that certain income bracket, of course, you're not opening your eyes and opening up opportunities for men, for the everyday man who doesn't make that kind of money. But that man still finds you attractive. He will still date you. But the problem is you don't want to date him. So of course, it seems like nobody wants me. It seems like, oh, I've lost value. And you haven't.
Red Pill Shu Shu in the building with